All right. Maybe you just tell me who you are and what you do and where we are.
Well, I'm the coordinator of a Biosphere Reserve, and we're right in the western part of the Biosphere Reserve right now at a fishing harbor, close by the lake Vänern.
In where is that exactly?
It's in the southern part of Sweden.
Okay, and your name?
My name is Johanna MacTaggart.
Okay, and what does it mean to be the manager of a biosphere reserve in this beautiful lake in Sweden?
It means that I work a lot with local communities, identifying problems, but also opportunities that they might have, and to help them make that into something that will strengthen their community. So it could be biological or social or economic issues that we work with. So that's what I do as a coordinator. I try to identify those opportunities and problems, and then in dialogue with the communities, make that into something positive in a way.
So, we've been really spending the day together, getting to know a part of the reserve and hearing a little bit about the Business Innovation System. Tell me a little bit about that. Why did you think about managing Biosphere Reserve with people and environmental management? Why Business Innovation System?
It's because, well, in this part of the world, and many other parts of the world too, but here we have a lot of nature, and we don't have that many people. At the same time, we have forgotten how to manage this landscape in a way that we will keep up the biodiversity. So,
Yeah.
what we do is basically, well, we can establish, for example, nature reserves, and you can use public funding for that. But I think it lacks a perspective, because when you establish a nature reserve, then that's the message is this is a reserve for nature, so no humans allowed, pretty much. That's not really the true purpose of it, but that's the message of it. So the Biosphere Reserve works with the local communities to try to understand why the landscape looks the way it looks, why it has all this biodiversity, how they can interact with it, and that's our job as a biosphere, to create that dialogue.
Mm-hmm. And why business? Why business? I mean, it seems like you want to incubate or promote business now.
That's because we've done a process several times now in different projects, and it always have the same components. So we really just want to formalize that a little bit, and we can see that if we couple local knowledge of how to use ecosystem services and so on with new knowledge or scientific knowledge, something happens. The locals, they grow, they become proud. Somebody's listening to them about, they know so much about the local biodiversity. So that's a very important component. We've also seen that you always need a physical meeting space for these people, even if they're entrepreneurs, if they're scientists, or if it's somebody from a church, or if it's a politician, it could be somebody from an authority. They need a meeting space. So that's what we're trying to get, a meeting place for them, like a hub or something like that. And you also need, the other thing you need is the system of really the politics. You need the local communities to make political decisions that would support the local development. So you need to increase that dialogue. So that's what we call the Biosphere Innovation System.
Okay. And how's that going?
How's that going? It's going pretty well. We've been developing it for 2 years, and we've gone from nothing to quite a bit. Still prototyping, but we're trying to find out the final things in order to formalize it. And right now we're working on the funding part. Yeah.
We've seen that you made progress. I mean, we're here in this community here that's been here for fishing for over 1,000 years, if I got it right.
Yeah.
With beginning with caviar, and it sounds like you're well on your way of beginning to diversify and develop some new fish products.
Yeah, it's going pretty good. I mean, the people here, they're very excited. They have new opportunities. So for 20 years they've been fishing a very tiny fish and then just use the caviar of the fish, and then they discard the rest of the fish. And now they're developing more and more products of that discarded part of the fish. So that's increasing the economic and social stability of this village that we're in.
Yeah. And anything you want to share about some of your greatest challenges or aspirations?
Greatest challenges. The greatest challenge from the beginning was to how to make people understand that we need to do something together. Actually, that was the greatest challenge. The locals, they had that thinking that the authorities always work with sustainability matters or biodiversity issues, and so that was the greatest challenge at the beginning, to make them see that they are part of the biosphere. So they need to play that role in a smart way all together. So that was a challenge. Once you reach the critical mass, it's getting easier and easier. So it's like now it's like waves on this lake. It just keeps spreading, which is wonderful.
And your aspirations? What do you see for the Biosphere Reserve and the communities in the near future?
Yeah, I don't know. I just want so much more here. There's so much we can do. Well, I think we need to make sure that we use the ecosystem services in a way that we can keep using them for generations. And I don't think we are right now. We have signs of that. So I will want to make that connection much stronger. And I want 80% of the people that live here to know why this landscape looks the way it does and what effect they have on the landscape, and that they will think about it in a positive way. So the way they use the landscape, they should contribute to all the things that you see and not just harvest all the things that you see.
Good goal. Sounds achievable.
We'll see. I'm still young.
Anything else you want to say?
No, I think that's it.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Very pretty place.